help. I'm trying to maintain a certain weight. I've gained some of it back, and every day I'm desperate to get back to that number, and I'm doing the whole, I'm going to diet today, and then it never seems to happen. What should I do? This issue has come up over and over and over again. I've gotten emails from people that are struggling in maintenance, people that are struggling on just being consistent day in and day out to get back to whatever the weight is they think they should be. And I have to put this out there because I really want you to think about a couple factors. So the first thing is, when people go from what is their all-time lowest weight and they gain a few pounds back, they kind of get the sense of urgency that they should immediately diet back down and get back to that weight. I make the argument, if it's not like you went away for a holiday or vacation and you're just up a couple pounds and you just simply go back to what you were normally doing and the weight falls off, if you're not in that place, then maybe try waking up one day and actually saying to yourself, I'm going to try and maintain this weight. So let's just say your goal weight was 145, and let's say you were 145. But you have not been able to really maintain that. Let's just say you're sitting at 152 and you wake up every day and the scale says 152 and you're like, I got to get back to 145, and you never execute the calorie deficit to get to 145. It can become a psychological screw. And on top of that, the truth is you don't know what really your good maintenance weight will be or where your weight needs to settle in at. So what I would make the argument is, if this has been going on for a little while, if this isn't just a little bit of weight from a holiday or a vacation that just kind of falls off after you've been back, I would make the argument you wake up at 152 and you actually try to maintain 152. Give it a couple weeks of doing that. Can you maintain 152? Because oftentimes people will get down to what is the lowest weight for them, and then the weight may fluctuate back up. But due to the panic and the self-defeating cycle that they're in, they can actually go way past the point at which they are currently now. So because you are at 152 and you're going with this diet mentality, and then you end up maybe over consuming or binging, or you just feel down on yourself because you're not making any progress, it creates a mental unravel. I'm sharing this because I've seen this play out over and over and over again, and I just feel like I gotta say something about it. So like, again, this is not just I went on vacation, had a holiday, and my weight's up a few pounds, I go back to my norm, it trickles back down. This is I was at my lowest weight, and for some people it could be 256. If the lowest weight you got was 256 or 250, and the next thing you know you're up 5 or 10 or 15 pounds, and you're finding it almost impossible with what's going on to get back to the 250, try and maintain it the weight you are currently right now, not the weight you once were at your lowest. And I know that for some it might sound like I'm saying give up, and I'm not. What I'm saying is put pause on what you're doing. Say, I know I thought I should be 250. I thought I should be 145. But right now, this is what I currently weigh. And can I even maintain this? Like, is this something I can keep up with? Give yourself that chance. If you're able to maintain it, eating at maintenance calories for a couple weeks, and you get your rhythm back, you're feeling more level-headed, you're not going after this desperation of trying to get back to your lowest number, repeating that cycle over and over and over again, it will put you in a much more positive place. Then you're like, oh, okay, I maintained 152 for a few weeks. I was able to eat there. I was able to maintain it. Then you can go back and try and take the deficit again and possibly be much more successful. So I'm just sharing this with you because somebody this week reached out to me that had gained back quite a bit of weight. And I asked her one really important question. I said, when you were at your lowest weight a year ago, and it wasn't her goal weight, and I said it was your lowest weight, I said, what would you want to go back and tell her now being up quite a bit of weight from that point. She says, I would have told her to appreciate it. She says it wasn't her goal weight. It wasn't where she wanted to be, but to appreciate it and to be loving and kind to herself in the moment. She says, if I think I had done that, I wouldn't have gained back all this weight this last year. So even though maybe the number you're seeing on the scale today isn't the number you envisioned or wanted for yourself, it's what you weigh today. Can you actually maintain that? And then go back to focusing on maybe getting back to that goal weight you thought you wanted to be. So again, difference between a maintainable versus an achievable weight, right? You can achieve any weight. Can you maintain it? That's the question. So I hope this helps for those people who maybe are settling in at a number that they think is going to be their lifelong maintenance weight, or for somebody who maybe is at their all-time lowest weight and has had some weight regain and is struggling with this idea of desperately wanting to get back there, yet never getting back there. Ask yourself, if today I were to switch the mental dialogue and say, I'm not going to worry about weight loss, I'm going to worry about maintaining this weight, and then give yourself a few weeks, see if you can keep it at that level, then go back to the deficit. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.